Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain to you the 5 types of traps which you can use when you are playing the Budapest Gambit. Now let's go to the board and I'm going to explain to you how the Budapest Gambit you have to play. Now Budapest Gambit starts with a move pawn d4, that's the queen pawn opening, and after the move knight f6, it's a pawn c4, and of course your opponent is just expecting that you will play the move like a pawn e6 or g6 or something like that, but you will surprise your opponent with a move that is a move pawn e5. Now this is called a Budapest Gambit. After the takes, now there's so many different lines stakes. You can jump with your knight on the e4 square as well as the g4 square. Let's go for the different traps. So I will explain to you in this video the 5 different traps. Let's make it. Okay, so first you have the move, this is d4. Now you can, if you're playing with the white pieces, you can save yourself from this kind of a traps as well. So d4, knight f6, c4, e5. And after the move d5, over here the white don't wanted to take it. He was like, okay, I'm just happy to grab more center, and after the move like knight c3, I will go for the move pawn e4 and I have the huge center. So you will go for the move bishop c5. Idea is pretty clear. Now if you will play knight f3 or something like that, so I can play my pawn on d6 and I have a wonderful center, and the pawn structure is really compact. Here, your opponent can go for the move bishop g5. Now, this is the bad move. In this position, the best move is the move knight c3, and just focus on your work, what you want to do. Like after knight c3, you will go for the move e4. Now, this is the best idea which you have to carry on. And after the move bishop g5, you can pause this video over here and find out the best combination from here. Those who wants to enjoy the show, this is the move. Knight e4. It's like, hey, you are giving a free queen. Okay. And this is checkmate. And if your opponent is very smart, we will discuss in the next part of the year. The next point over here is, okay, after the move d4, knight f6, c4, e5, and after the move d5, bishop c4, bishop g4, and knight e4. Now you can, now in the previous position I already shown to you that after the move bishop takes d8, bishop takes f2 is a checkmate. So over here your opponent can bit more smart and just go back with a bishop. So bishop e3 is the only option he has. Now what you're gonna do, you will go for the move bishop takes e3, f takes e3. Otherwise, he has an extra piece. Like for example, if you just move, I will just move back. Okay, now I have an extra piece. So of course there's a pawn takes, like f takes e3. Now queen h4 check, pawn g3, knight takes g3. Of course, if the pawn takes over here, so queen takes h1, that's a simple idea you can see. And if the move knight f3 over here, queen h6, okay, still your opponent cannot take this pawn because of the queen takes h1. Third trap we will go on. Now once again, there's a d4, knight f6, c4, e5, and over here now he took it. Now, when he will take, you have the two options to jump your knight on a e4, or you can go with your knight on a g4. Now, first we will take the task with the move knight e4. The idea is pretty simple. I'm just keeping an eye on a f2 square, and I don't know, like in the future, what's gonna happen. And one more thing, like my bishop is trying to make the move bishop b4, and when we will just exchange over there, we have the castling as well. But a3. You will play the move pawn d6, and after pawn takes d6, bishop takes d6, you are ready with your trap. The best move, you can see the computer is saying that you should go for the move knight d2, and if your opponent go for the move like pawn g3, the idea is pretty simple, that I just wanted to play my bishop over here, knight on f3, even the knight on f3 also, the same idea gonna happen. Now see, let's start with the move g3, and now pause the video and find out the best continuation from this side. And those who wants to enjoy the show, there's a knight takes f2. Simple. This is just a double attack. And if he just takes it, the king takes f2, then the bishop takes g3. So check, and you will win the queen. Okay, if your opponent, rather than the play g3, if he goes for the move knight f3, the same idea will goes into it. After knight takes f2, double attack, king takes f2, and then there is a bishop g3 check, and we will take the queen. So the three positions or the three traps are already over. Next trap, we will go into it. This trap is a bit lengthier than the other three what we've seen. That is d4, knight f6, c4, e5. Once again, he took, and there is a knight e4 and queen c2. Simple, just attacking on the knight. Now, bishop b4 check, knight d2 protected, pawn d5 capture. Now over here your opponent can go for the move pawn takes, or maybe the go for the n passant. So we will go with the n passant move. After the takes, you don't have to take him back, you just have to play bishop f5. Now this is our idea why we played the move pawn d5, because our bishop is close. So after the move pawn d5 and after this n passant takes, our bishop is free and we are ready for the trap. If he plays queen c4 check and is like, hey, this is the double attack, our opponent, no, you can play the move knight c6 and stop it. And if the pawn a3, just attack on your bishop. Simple. Bishop takes d2, bishop takes d2, knight takes d2, king takes d2, queen d6 check. And you can see after the move, there's a long castle and your position is wonderful. If your opponent plays the move f3, for example, okay, after the takes here, and rather than the queen c3, if he goes for the move f3, we already seen this trap. What you're gonna do, you will play queen h4 check, pawn g3, and after takes, and you will get the rook over here. Final position we will see. Then there is a d4, knight f6, c4, e5, d takes e4, knight e4, queen c2, d5. So rather than we, in the previous position, we go for the move bishop b4 check, but here we played the move immediately d5. And after the c takes d5, of course, over here, if he goes for the n passant move, then there is a knight retreat. This is the one move you have. You can go for a move like a bishop f5 as well. We will go for the this move, queen takes. And here, if the opponent fall into the trap with the move queen takes c7, the idea is pretty simple that, hey, I want to take it. Your bishop is hanging. What you gonna do? Now, those who wants to calculate, you can pause the video here, and others who wants to enjoy the show, check. And any move, if the knight d2, bishop takes d2 check, king d1, otherwise if the bishop takes, this is a checkmate. If the bishop takes d2, then there is a queen takes d2 is a checkmate. And even if the king d1, there's a check, knight takes f2 check, king c2 the only move, bishop f5 check, pawn e4, bishop takes e4, bishop d3, and queen takes d3 is checkmate.